Hello, runners. This is Sujaa. I also go by the name Priya. And I'm happy to be the host of yet another edition of Walk with the Coach, or should I say, Chat with the Coach, since this is on a Zoom call. Um, let me introduce myself briefly. I've been with RHWB since season 3 as a runner, and I started coaching in season 6. So this will be my third season coaching, and it's been an amazing experience. Thanks to Bala. He's always coming up with like new ideas to make it better. I wonder what's in store for RHWB going forward. It's always an exciting journey. Over to our fearless leader, Bala.
Hey, Sujaa, thank you, Sujaa, for. I think isn't this the first time you're hosting this walk with chat with coach
I
series?
think so, yeah.
Oh wow! And we've been like together what 5, 6 seasons now? Is that right?
I
As
know, it's crazy. It's hard to imagine so many seasons have gone by.
yeah, how did we miss that? But I'm so glad that finally we got this opportunity to do that. It's too hot outside, so I didn't feel like doing walk with the coach. So I thought anyway I'll do Zoom calls. And then I realized that if I do Zoom calls, then why do we have to do Zoom calls with New Jersey folks that I could have anyway done walk with the coach? And then immediately my vision opened up. Like we did Coach Rakesh last time, and then I realized, man, I haven't done it with Sujaa. Our one of our senior coaches, very very well respected, well liked, in demand Coach Sujaa. So awesome. This is really nice to connect with you over this program. So, Sujaa, let me ask you this first question. Like, it's been a third season right now, right? Third season as a coach for you. You also completed your RRCA certification, so you are a nationally certified coach as well. And you have run for 6 seasons. So 3 seasons as runner, or rather 6 seasons as runner, of which 3 seasons as coach, right?
Yeah.
So, what are some of the highlights of your coaching journey? Running journey, we all know. What are your highlights of your coaching journey? What do you like the most?
Hmm. So I think I have that competitive streak in me. So when I started out, I think I was going about it a little not so correctly, right? I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. But then coaching, I think, opened up this entirely different door. And going through this RRCA training, understanding all the content and all of that, it's like you look at the runs differently. I learned to be empathetic, to how people are running and how things are going. But I think the greatest satisfaction I get is from seeing my runners, really take to running and enjoying this journey. That I think has been very gratifying, and that motivates me to be, more involved and care for my runners. And I think that feedback loop is something I really, really enjoy.
I think you're absolutely right. Going from runner's high to coach's high, kind of a thing, where you get a high by looking at other runners getting their high, kind of a thing. Uh,
Exactly.
that's absolutely, I agree with you. An audience, like us with every profession, every coach has their unique style. They are known for some things, right? So I would say Coach Sujaa's unique style is that she really is into details. She doesn't just gloss over and coach. She like knows you through metrics. She's focused. She has Excel sheets going on the sides. She
I
has
know when they pause their run.
yeah. She has a certain clear yes, no things that she believes in, which is what every coach should be believing, because there is no one white line of coaching. There's multiple ways of coaching. And it's a pleasure to see Sujaa has developed her own coaching, should I say, discipline. And I must tell you guys that she has the highest rating among our coaches. All her mentees really, really, really enjoy coaching, being coached by Sujaa. And they don't want to leave Sujaa every season. In fact, they come back for Sujaa. So that's all I'm very, very, very proud to have had the opportunity to work with you as a fellow coach. I learned from you too. And now I've also coached her as a runner for 6 seasons. So it's not just a coach, like I'm her coach for 6 seasons. And I've seen her blossom into as she has said, initially she was all about splits and timing, and couple of seconds missed the timing, she was getting disappointed. So if some of you are like that, I'm saying that so that you also know that it's everybody goes through the similar journey. And then she moved from there to sort of focusing on what is important, which is ensuring that she's healthy for the long run, not getting injured, enjoying the runs. And now she has gone from there to actually doing excellent runs. She's training for a third or fourth half full marathon.
Third
Third
full
full marathon.
marathon.
She's going for a third full marathon right now. And I'm looking at her runs as a coach. And she is just, some of her best runs she's delivering now. When she's least focused on her own timing, that's when she delivers the best runs, which is what happens in life, right? So Sujaa, it's been a pleasure. And thank you for all the things you do for our community. And also as a runner, you've been amazing.
Thank you, Bala. I would not have imagined. Oh, so fun fact for everybody, Bala and I were classmates long ago. I mean, many decades ago, we were in the same high school. And it's so great to have several of our high school friends also in the program. I'm sure none of us ever thought that we would take up long distance running. And that too, what, 4 decades since, right? Like it's just unbelievable for me. I never ever thought, just 3 years ago, I wasn't running. Like I thought 5K was like a distance I could go, and that's about it. Why would anybody want to run more than that, right? And from there, in 3 years, you've taken me to a full marathon journey, or rather, actually, 2 years, you've taken me to a full marathon journey, and now I'm hooked on to running. And and it's so beautiful to see RHWB blossom. Like you started season one, there were less than 10 runners, right? All kids,
Yeah.
and that was 2019. And look at us, 3 years later, 2022, you have 515 runners this season, 13 coaches. I mean, look how far we've come in just this short time, Bala. It's amazing what you've done. And I'm sure you have more ideas up your sleeve on where you want to take this. And I'm curious to, I'm sure
I
our
have,
audience wants to hear.
I have one for you, or one for everybody. Actually, the next, putting my modesty aside, next brilliant idea that's going to come up right now, which I'm actually very, very excited. We have talked about it before. Now we're going to brand it well. But before I unveil that, I just wanted to say, everybody, me and Sujaa were classmates in grade 10. Grade 10. After that, actually disconnected. For, as she said, like 30, 40 years of disconnect, okay? And then we meet again, maybe 10, 12 years, I think ago, we meet and started all the hiking and all that. And then I would say we are so close right now that in grade 10, if I had told, like somebody came and told us, we wouldn't have believed it, because it's not as if we know disconnection at all. It's just that's what, when you make those life, nothing, I mean, apart from running, I just want to share one thing. The best capital one can have is human capital, relationships. You maintain those relationships, your life is always fun. And this is a great example of that. So talking of some new things in Runners High, Sujaa, I'm really, really, really very proud. I'm actually very proud. So I'm very proud of many things, but I would say this one takes the cake for me, because I'll explain to you what that is. But first, let me tell you the name. I want to formally unveil our next program within Runners High, and we are going to name it Runners High RHWB Masters. So we have RHWB Lite, RHWB Pro, which is what all of you are. And then third branch is RHWB Masters. So the idea here, Masters as in we are exclusively opening it up for senior citizens. And if you remember, those of you who were there in the last season, we had a Senior Citizens Day for the first time in New Jersey. And 5, 6 senior citizens actually came and ran walked their 3K, 2K, 5K. They were like multiple combinations. Ages were like 80 plus octogenarians doing
wow.
That. And they felt so special that day. Okay. Now I have a running point and a human point. Reason why I am really excited about this. And I want to start with the human point first. Now, when I looked at their senior citizens, when I looked at them, and my mom was one of them, so I had the personal connect with how they felt that day. I realized that folks who are senior citizens, I'm going to call them masters now. Masters mean senior citizens, no senior citizens, they're masters. They're masters of everything. They are our master, as you all know. So they are masters. Thank you, Coach Naina, for coining that term for us. So all these masters, they were the center of their own universe when they were sort of like in our age, right? They were the center of their universe. They were the main breadwinners or key, homemakers. They were the ones not controlling, like sort of influencing everyone's lives around them. And then, of course, as we all will get to the same point too, life happened and now they are sort of 80s plus. And even if they go to a party, they'll be, if you look at any masters, they'll be sitting. and they will see the center of attention is a birthday party, friends talking, drinking. They will never be anywhere in the center of attention, even though some people will be happy to come and talk to them and engage a conversation, but they are not the center of attention.
Correct. Yeah.
It's not that they're thriving for it or craving for it, but
Yeah.
the fact is they are not the center of attention. But
Mhm.
that day when we did the Masters, senior citizen Masters run, they realized that they are actually the center of attention on that day. And they just blossomed. They just enjoyed it so much. Forget about the achievement of running and walking 3Ks and 5Ks. They just felt, oh, people are clapping for me, and I am crossing the line, and everybody is cheering. And of course, our RHWB community, as you know, they are the most open-hearted, kind-hearted people. When the photographs are shared, a lot of people are saying, uncle, auntie, that was amazing, blah blah blah. All of that was forwarded to the Masters. They felt again that they were center of attention of something, even if it was just for a day. And I think
Right.
that's what I want to give them every 3-4 months.
Oh, that's awesome, Bala. Fantastic idea.
Right? Forget
I
about
remember you sharing that video, and the joy on their faces was just unbelievable, right? They were so happy having
exactly.
accomplished something, that they thought wouldn't be possible.
Exactly, and thanks for saying that, because I'm going to share that video as part of this chat with the coach series, so that everyone should know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Back to that, I want to recapture that moment for our masters who shaped our lives, make them feel special 2 times in a year. That's the idea. And that is the human part of it. The running part of it is, who else would need more, what should I say, health
Correct.
enhancement item than the masters, because of which, let's say, they are able to walk. And if they can walk, in a structured way, a little bit with a certain small goal in front of them, let's do it. It makes, so that's the idea. So we're introducing RHWB Masters. It's a 10-week program starting MISO 2. That means, so we have like one more week, maybe we can delay it by one more week. That's okay. But I want the applications to be open. I will also send a chat message to everybody, but applications will be open right after we release this. The application is very simple. Just tell to your coach. So this has to be a sponsor, needs to be there. That means an RHWB current runner is the sponsor. Okay. And let's say, Sujaa, you want to bring your mom. You will be the sponsor to your mom. And you will tell me, because I'm your coach, I'll say that, hey, I want to bring my mom for the RHWB Masters program. So then you take responsibility of a couple of things. One, making sure that they sign the waiver. So we'll have a waiver, because waiver is most important for masters, and they have electronic and all that. So you have to help your mom. We will send an electronic version. So we'll send an application form. You have to sit with her and actually enter the waiver. That's the first thing we need to do. These are some administrative work that you have to help. So I'm not even talking to the masters.
Correct.
The second one is, as part of the waivers, you'll fill up all the applications, like the information that is needed. If you remember, this is the same application form you're going to use, but it's just a one link. I'll talk to our CTO, Arvind, to open up that link, so that it'll be just individual link. It'll not be public. Once you are a sponsor, I will send you the link to you. You use the link and sign up your. You will also connect with your mom and get herself on her phone final search. Okay, connected, which will give you the an invitation for final search. If you feel you can get a Garmin and connect like how you do it for your mom. If not, teach her how to enter manually the final search.
Okay.
That's all. I want to make it as simple as possible. So, and every master will be allocated a coach. So it'll be an official coach one. It's a 10-week program. We target a 5K walk by end of the October, whatever our end of the season. Okay. And they will have everything. They will have a coach. They will have a final search. With or without Garmin is fine. Without Garmin means the sponsor has to teach how to enter it manually. They will have some lighter version of strength, a lighter version of walk. And then they will have a special day for a special day for what do you call their race day.
Their event.
Their race day, when all of us will make them the center of attention. You remember the human element of it. We will do that. And then finally, no fees for that.
Okay.
It will be given as free. then as a result, so it'll be done. And we have a maximum about 15 to 20 spots only open.
Okay.
So first come, first serve basis. And I know that there are a lot of senior citizens who might be interested in. And this is open to everybody. First come, first serve basis. No whitelisting, no extra benefits for anybody. Literally, we'll go through. When 20 is done, we'll stop it. Okay. That's what I'm introducing this RHWB Masters program.
That's fantastic. So now RHWB is for 5 to 85.
Exactly. That's the idea. That's the idea. Oh, my daughter is coming and asking what's a master's program. Hey, we are in recording. Okay, so that's it, Sujaa.
All right, that's fantastic. Shall
Yeah,
we
so
move on to the next topic?
Yeah, let's talk about, we're in the middle of the season right now. In fact, let me ask you that question, Sujaa. Now we're in the middle of week 2 of MISO 1. Yeah. And now as coaches, let's wear our coach's hat. What are some of the things, let's discuss what are some of the things we are seeing and some of the things we want to talk about in short sort of messages for our runners. What are some of the things, like we can do one like that?
Yeah, so definitely summer all over the world, and this is also vacation time. A lot of people are traveling, and then we had heat advisory here, I'm sure all across the world the last few weeks, right? It's just been bad. There have been reasons why people have not been able to keep on top of their runs. But you have to do that because if you don't, you have to try your best. And I have to give a shout out to my team. Despite all the travel, some recovering from COVID, whatever, I am seeing them all nail all their runs, somehow, manage within the week too. Like if they're not able to do on a certain day, at least they try to fit it within the week. A long run, not done Saturday, they try to get it done Sunday. So I think that's how you should be. You should try to get your runs in as much as you can. Because like you mentioned last week too, the analogy that the train is taken off and you can't not do what is posted, right? Otherwise you're struggling to catch up.
Absolutely.
So that's one thing I found in my
Absolutely.
group.
Absolutely. So even if you're missing it out a little bit now, don't worry, you still have time. Start off right now, try to check the box on all your runs. 21 days, remember the 21-day habit forming. You're 14 days into it, 7 more days you do it, habit will be formed. So it'll be easier to check the box, So your target for MISO 1 should be get your 21 days done. By the end of 21 day, you're actually able to do everything that you're asked to do. In that way, MISO 2, 3, 4 will be a lot easier. That's one point. So the one point from my side, Sujaa, is that this is a good time to remind everyone that this is not just a running program. It's a strength training program as well.
Correct.
Typically, new runners just think that it's running program. They don't forget to do stretching pre and post, and they don't do strength. They just feel that it's not going to help them run. We have seen enough cases making the same mistake. So I know some of you will still ignore what I'm saying, but at least as a coach, I need to tell you, don't miss out on the strength training. That is the core for your run.
Absolutely. Good point, Bala, because I think some of them come, this is the time they say injury, knee issue, that issue. All that is because you're not focusing on the strength too, right? You've got to strengthen those muscles and the ligaments that help you move. So it's very, very important. Don't miss those strength and stretching, definitely.
Absolutely. So that's, I think those are the high level themes that I thought we should say for our MISO 1. Continue, guys. Make sure that don't let it go. 21 days, focus. Even if you are a little bit not 100% done, you still have time. Catch up, because after MISO 1, if you think you're doing 7 out of 10, you might be able to catch up quickly by end of this MISO 1. But if you maintain the 7 out of 10 mindset, MISO 2, you can't catch up. And then the train has left you, and then unfortunately you won't be part of the train. So that's keep that in mind. And with experience, I'm telling you, even if you're 7 out of 10, you can catch up now. That's a positive message for you. Next week, catch it up. You're good to go. Okay. And then, of course, the summer training as well as strength. Let's make it happen. So thank you, Sujaa.
All right. So this ends season 8, episode 5, message 1. We'll be back soon with the second message.
Awesome. Thank you, Sujaa.